What's a good word, everyone? It's your boy DKB here. I just want to say thanks for all the support. The channel's been steadily growing, and the number you see below, you can drop a text, shoot a voicemail, any ideas, topics, collabs, etc. you guys want to see. I'll include them in future videos and live streams, and I'll catch you again. Be easy. What's a good word, Jets fans? It's your boy DKB here, and we finally got the beacon of hope we were looking for, that light in the tunnel of darkness, if you will, coming off of the heels of the Athletic hit piece targeted at Woody Johnson. That covers a number of things, right? We've all seen it by now, the player treatment when you look at guys like Mike White, questioning of draft decisions, not just on draft day, but after, kind of snickering comments after the fact. And then, of course, the big piece, the Madden determination of, trade acquisitions for the New York Jets, which is insane. But according to NFL Insider Jordan Schultz, there is a unique indicator for Woody Johnson, or a unique offering that he provides his front office and coaching staff that generally isn't it's not the easiest thing to find across the NFL, according to him, and that is the fact that Woody Johnson is willing to offer longer contracts to head coaches and general managers in the hopes that it gives them enough time, it gives them enough peace of mind, etc., to really build out a coaching staff, a foundation, a roster, the way that they see fit, and not feel like they need to look over their shoulders every 2 seconds. And I found this intriguing because this is really contrary to what I think many of us believe as Jets fans, and even from the hit piece, right, where it mentions that Woody Johnson, as seen with the Madden thing and plenty of other situations we can go back to, the LaFleur firing is still a big one for a lot of people, where he may embed himself in some decisions, but at large, the forefront of these conversations, the interviews that are done, the final determination of a head coach, general manager, it seems like, according to Jordan, that those guys walk away with the feeling that they can really build a roster, again, build a team, and ideally, if you get the right guys, right, build a program in the vision that they see fit without there being too much drama or overlap from it. So I'm excited about that factor, right? I didn't really consider the fact that seeing a head coach or GM have a 4, 5, 6 year long contract would be a huge draw, right? But when you look at it in comparison, I think he mentions that most other head coaches and GMs are maybe getting a 2, 3 year contract. And again, none of that decides the fact that Woody Johnson may not want to cut those guys early, but it kind of behooves him, since you're going to have to pay out that contract anyways, to see if they can correct course if things are going wrong or certain things aren't going according to plan. And I love it, right? You look at the early GM list that we have with Thomas Dimitroff and some of the other guys that are rumored to be in the interview queue, if you will. And then, of course, just from the head coaches, a lot of guys that going to the playoffs will probably have deep runs that we're going to want to interview. And even some guys that maybe we can get to beforehand, your Mike Vrabels of the world and stuff like that. You want to know that you at least have a shot, right? Your Ben Johnsons, your Vrabels, your Aaron Glenn's, insert any other top head coach that you feel like would be a huge needle mover for the New York Jets. You want to at least feel like you have a shooter's shot at being able to bring those guys in. There's also some other things to really consider here about what makes this a very favorable opening for the New York Jets, which is the fact that, of course, if you win in New York, New Jersey, legend status pretty much instantly, right? And it doesn't even necessarily have to be a Super Bowl. The next coach that gets us to a playoffs probably could get his own statue right then and there. But you also just look at the makeup, the genetic makeup of the roster, right? When you look at a lot of the pivotal positions, and even some of the ones that may not be the marquee, top dollar contract type positions, we either have rising or established talent at running back, wide receiver, left tackle, left guard, center, edge, defensive end, right? Defensive tackle, linebacker, cornerback, all upcoming or established guys. And even in maybe half of the cases, right, you're talking about guys that are top 5, top 10 type players at their position. So you're not walking into a place that's barren or, just deft or devoid of talent whatsoever. You're talking about a guy that can come in and this being an instantly competitive roster that you can still add some pieces to and put your touch on right away. So I walk away feeling a whole lot better just throughout the week knowing that news. Again, Ben Johnson is still up there for me, right? I still want to see a Todd Monken walk through the door and see if we can entice him to come over. I still am very interested in an Aaron Glenn or Mike Vrabel. So knowing this news, and then also from the GM standpoint as well, knowing that, a Borgonzi or a Ray Agnew, or again, insert any general manager that you really favor, will walk in, and as long as and I forgot, this is one of the other pieces that he kind of tied in. From an agent perspective, as long as you're looking at the mentality, the personality of your said head coach or general manager and making sure that fits to New York, New Jersey, sky's the limit for him, right? So let me know what your guys' thoughts are. I know this is a toss-up either way. Some people really feel like there's never going to be a change in New York / New Jersey until Woody's gone. Other people still are really, really high, and they just think that we haven't had the right head coach / GM. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you again. Peace.